Welcome group 3. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So this is a combination, how do they feel for you, and messages from your person reading. Got the idea from the promo that I ran last week, and thanks to those of you who partook in that promo. Appreciate you guys. It was a flash sale, and I'll probably be doing one again in the not so distant future. That being said, we've got your cards here, but I wanted to pull a card for you from the Emotional Barometer deck. Remember, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. I think it's helpful to look at general YouTube readings as like a horoscope, where you can get some insights if it resonates, but nothing to take overly seriously. But if you did want to take a more specific look at your specific situation, that's the best way to go, and my contact information is in the description box down below for a private reading. They are video recorded, sent to your email. So with that being said, think about your person of interest, the one you came to the reading for. I want to find out how they feel about the viewer. How are they presently feeling about the viewer? Sensual, okay. They're feeling good about you right now. Feeling sensual and all that jazz. You're drawn to this last paragraph. Well, when we are in a sensual mood, it is not just a narrow sexual impulse. We're aware of how every living thing depends on processes of reproduction, whose tremor and echo is in us and in all nature around us. Long way of saying that we are aware of our oneness with nature, and that it's a natural impulse to feel sensual and to feel our senses. So our sensuous mood is an homage to the forces that have given life to everything we cherish. Okay, so it's basically letting us know, take away, that this isn't just a narrow sexual impulse for your person. So if that's what immediately came to your mind, is most people think, when they hear the word sensual, that it's about, it's leading up to something, right? Or it's about, sexuality. This is saying, at least in terms of how your person feels, maybe they love you sexually as well, but today they're coming across as sensual, which is a different thing. It's more all-encompassing. It makes you feel more alive. It's noticing the little things, like the card says, like your wrist, or the way that your hair, the way you tuck your hair behind your ear, or just, little things like that. So yeah. So there's this question about, a lot of different stuff that my curious mind wants to get into and delve into, but aren't important to this reading right now. I think the gist has been said, that this person feels sensually about you. It's an all-encompassing feeling. It has to do with feeling, stimulated in a good way and attracted to you, and the little things about you that, not only turn them on, but also kind of give them life, right? Excite them in a different kind of way, in a sensual kind of way, not strictly sexual. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and turn these over, and we've got the ring. And then we've got inner peace and compatibility. So the ring is an extremely positive card. It's number 25. It's talking about, marriage, wedding, making a commitment, devotion, and also sensual pleasures. So it's kind of interesting that this came out sensual, because this is also a card, at least in this deck, of sensual pleasures. It's summertime. She's in her inner tube. She obviously looks quite happy. She's got a butterfly on her toe. The feeling of, water on your skin is an example of sensuality, right? So then this is how this person is feeling about you. And if you guys are not married or in a relationship, they feel like you could be the one that they could settle down with. They could, either way, they're feeling devoted towards you, as this is a card that speaks of that. And it also speaks of coming full circle, because a ring is a circle, and circles symbolically means something that has no end. It has no beginning and it has no end. So it feels like this person feels like they have known you for longer than they have, or that you guys are soulmates, and that they don't want this connection to end, right? They don't want it to end. With the inner peace card, it's saying you are enough. So maybe some of you need to work on your self-esteem in your person's opinion. Maybe they need to work on their own self-esteem. But what this is essentially saying is, and what I got from both of these is this need to, script out your life. So, without going too much into lifestyle coaching or anything like that, but I'm going to get it because my regulars know I always say what I get. you know, some of you are going to need to want to do that. There might be some question in your person's mind about what they want. They could benefit from doing this as well. It's like sitting down with your journal, writing all the reasons why, you know, you think that you are a good partner. What do you bring to the table? Really acknowledge and give yourself credit for the things that you bring to the table. Know that you're good enough, right? And this may be something this person needs to do. Maybe they could not feel, you know, good enough for you. Like the previous, you know, groups, group 1 and 2, we were dealing with, you know, a specific person who, you know, had some self-esteem issues and didn't quite feel good enough. So it seems like that's extended a bit over here into group 3. But I also feel like you need to hear it too, that it's important for you to, I mean, scripting is a manifesting technique. The power comes from you, but it's a technique through which you can access that power, especially if you're a beginner. And it's just about writing the story of your life, how you want it to go. Like if you had everything that you wanted with this person, what would that look like? Write that down. What kind of a partner would you be in that scenario? Write that down. It's about improving yourself because you want to for yourself, not for another person. And it's also saying that when you're at peace, you're more compatible to the ideal scenario that you want with this person. So it's like if this person has taken time away from the connection, or if they're really just focusing on healing themselves, because it seems like they feel like they do need to heal themselves, or they feel like they are prioritizing, you know, their sense of inner peace, like the things that they do, the things they think about, their activities, hobbies, habits, behaviors seem to be centering upon doing things that bring them inner peace, to make them feel good enough, because that in turn will make them feel like they can be a better partner and make them feel like they're more compatible with you. So let's get some tarot cards. I mean, we all want to align with the highest versions of ourselves and of our person of interest, right? We live in a multiverse where there are infinite numbers of versions of your person and versions of you. And just by intentionally focusing on, you know, what you want this to be, and on your inner peace, you're allowing yourself to align with, you know, better things, better experiences, better versions of everything. So for group 3, how does a person feel about them? I think the 6 of Pentacles came out in every group. We've got the Knight of Cups at the back of the deck. So basically this person feels like, I'm going to say that they're feeling like they're healing. If there's been an ending in this connection, if there's been some sort of a disruption, with the Death card is talking about a major change. Maybe the roles have been reversed, whereas they used to be able to, you know, be the one on the pedestal in the connection. Maybe the roles are reversed and you're on the pedestal, or like you have the upper hand in the connection, right? This person is healing from that and understanding. And this is the Star card, so it does talk about wanting a renewal in the connection as well, or wanting something to start over. But it starts with healing first. So this person is healing and getting better here. So it's like, how do they feel about you? They feel like they have to heal in order to get better, in order to be with you, in order to bring forth this cup of love, in order to date you again, in order to continue on a romantic path, or start a romantic path, or renew a romantic path, whatever the case may be. In order to do that, they need to heal. Okay? And so this person feels like they need to be more generous with you. And in order to be more generous, they need to have something more to give. They've gotten clarity on the fact that a pattern of behavior, perhaps with this 5 of Swords at the back of the deck, has not served them in this connection. Maybe they're the type of person that their communication style needs some serious work. They like to joke around a lot instead of communicating directly or in a different kind of way. And like I said in a previous group, when you joke around a lot, you know, sometimes it gets out of hand. Things are said that hurts, you know, each other's feelings. It could be too, I was getting some ego from this person in the past, that they felt like, you know, they need to be the center of attention, or the one that's always winning, always needing to win at any cost, even if it's like, you know, being a jerk about it. So if any of that resonates, then the message is here for you, that this person understands that that needs to change. And if the connection has ended, you know, they know that that's the reason why, like that's at the root of that. They have gotten clarity on that, and they are changing into, they feel like they're changing into someone who is, you know, a lot more lighthearted, a lot more loving and warm and fun, somebody that's freer than they used to be, where they used to hold themselves back, block their heart, not reciprocate equally in the connection, not give and take equally with you. Like they felt like, you know, some of you were very open and honest in your communication and in your affection to this person. You could have told this person exactly what you wanted, like up front, or they just generally felt like, you know, you were open to the connection and generous with them. And instead, you know, they received your Six of Pentacles energy with this Four of Pentacles, of just like really trying to hold on to something to keep it between the two of you. Either way, blocking their heart and trying, and this is the way in which they felt more secure. It was due to an insecure individual. They really need to work on their inner peace in order to be compatible with you, so that they don't behave this way anymore. Okay? So this person, I think your person feels like you're the star of the show. I feel like some of you could actually, you know, act in stage productions or have some sort of a higher profile that this person is aware of, and where you get attention. I think this person wants to celebrate that with you as well. If they're the ones that have a higher profile, you know, they want to share that with you. But I more feel like this person does want to have a renewal in this connection, and they want to commit to this connection, because even though this is not technically a marriage card, it can indicate marriage, because the scene that we see on this card, it is a marriage taking place, and we've got a gathering behind them, and it's a marriage taking place. And we already saw with the ring card, you know, marriage is on the table, or in this person's aura regarding this. This is how this person feels about you, that you guys can, you know, come full circle, that you can, you know, be married, that you can commit to one another, at the very least, you know, live together with that Four of Wands. But it does require this person to heal, to be at a place where they can offer that to you, where they can offer you a commitment. Okay? If this person has left home, you know, they're dreaming of coming home, they're wanting to come home, and they just want to be happy and experience happy times with you. They want to introduce you to their friends and family, and vice versa. They're really in this energy of looking at it through really rosy glasses. So they're very much feeling positively about you, and seeing where, you know, their own patterns, and maybe some of your patterns as well, have gone awry in this connection. But it does feel like this person has gotten clarity and are seeing you as the one for them, the one that they can settle down with, the one that they can marry. And if this is an ex, I do get that they want to sneak back in. If it's a newer connection, or regardless of the status of the connection, they do have romantic feelings for you, and they want to make a romantic proposal to you. Okay? Whether that's a proposal of a date, or like an engagement ring, or a renewal of vows for the very odd few that watch that are actually committed. So let's get some messages from this person. And if this reading is resonating, please hit that like button and subscribe. It does help the channel. I just noticed that. So twin flame recognition was at the bottom of the deck. And so some of you could identify as a twin flame. If this person knows that term, maybe, you know, they feel like you're their twin flame. They could have learned that term, and they're like, hey, group 3 is possibly my twin flame, or I think that they're my twin flame, or that's a message for you guys. This person is recognizing, you know, that you're a very special person to them, and that you do have a calming influence on them. That you do bring a sense of inner peace to them, that they feel is like the missing component for them to have the stability that they want, without having to be a miser about it, right? Because there's a difference between, we've got 2 4s here. There is a difference between, that reduces to 4 as well. But anyways, there is a difference between the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Four of Pentacles is somebody that is acquiring and expressing a sense of security and stability through miserly-like behaviors and being pinched off, you know, from their passions and from, you know, the nicer things in life except for material things. And the Four of Wands is about including, it's more of a generous energy, you know, including others in your celebration. It's about, it's that point where passion meets stability. So it's a much warmer energy. And this person feels like maybe before they were trying to establish a sense of security for themselves, you know, through material means or acquiring things or being pinched off, closed off, or possessive. Now they're understanding that, you know, with you they don't need to behave that way. I feel like you've taught this person a lesson about prioritizing their peace and not needing to be conflicted or behave in a conflicted way. Not needing to self-sabotage you or them or anything like that, because it's not necessary. You can still, you know, feel like a winner and actually be a winner and get what you want, but without resorting to these questionable and hurtful behaviors. Manifesting the one, benefit of the doubt. So like I said, this person feels like you're the one. Very soon your true love will arrive. They feel like coming in very soon. They feel like giving this relationship a chance, and or if it's you that needs to, they want you to give this relationship a chance, to give them the benefit of the doubt, okay? More messages. So what would this person say to group 3 if they had no filter? I want to see you again. I was going to say that. That's hilarious. Oh, Lord. That you're a soulmate. Yeah. Because I was sitting here doing the math in my head, being my ADD distracted self. Anyways, the death card is number 13. It reduces to 4. This is the Sun card, which is, you know, number 19. And I was just thinking, like, these two cards combined add up to soulmate. It felt like soulmate energy. And then, you know, I just let the cards do the talking for me. That way you don't have to take my word for it. Although, you know, if you have any kind of intuition at all, then you already know that I'm always right. Let's go with that. So anyway, the longing eats away at me. So whatever this, you know, distance is in the connection, or even if, you know, if it's just a matter of superficiality in the connection, but it does look like there's a change happening here, and so with that comes a bit of distance, and either way this person longs for you, longs for the connection, the sensual aspects of the connection as well, but just the fun and the good times, the day in the sun, the happiness that they feel like when they're with you. There's a lot of warmth in this here, and summer has something to do with this as well. What else would this person say to group 3? I love your sharp insights in how you get to the heart of the matter. You know how to make a point. Okay. I've been through so much hardship. I'm just afraid of getting hurt again. It explains insecurity and the blackening of the heart and all of that stuff. This person really needs to heal, restore that peace of mind to themselves, you know, so that they can come from a place of being available for connection. And then we've got maybe. Okay, that's cryptic. You truly are my soulmate. You are my perfect match. So I think this person was feeling like, maybe you were their soulmate. Maybe that, you were somebody that they needed to test, or they didn't understand this connection. And now they're getting more clarity, because we've got this, you are my soulmate twice. You are truly my soulmate. You are my perfect match. You are my soulmate. So I feel like maybe this person had a choice in love, or they were just conflicted or not sure. They didn't know if they could lower their guards with you. They didn't know if you were the one. They maybe weren't giving you the benefit of the doubt before. Now they are giving you the benefit of the doubt, or giving this connection the benefit of the doubt, right? Something to do with that there. I don't really feel like this person is still on the fence regarding this connection. I feel like most of the cards here are indicating that this person is not on the fence. I think if anything, that maybe has to do with them not maybe knowing whether or not they can complete this transformation fully with that death card energy to address some of their insecurities that have made them act in ways that were not helpful to them or to this connection before. And this person is still learning. But aren't we all still learning? So I'm a better person because of you. Yeah, we see that transformation, right? Transforming into a better person here. And getting unstuck. The Hangman precedes the Death card. Getting unstuck and coming out into the Sun energy. And becoming, a better person. The Sun is a very positive card. Maybe it's going to be good enough for you, or good enough for this connection. Maybe it isn't. But this person certainly seems to feel like this can be something much more, something more serious. Could be a commitment. I feel safer in silence. So that's, maybe why this person's being distant if they are, even though they're longing for you. They do feel safer in silence. Again, it comes back down to needing to feel safe, needing to feel secure. Lying was just easier for me than telling you the truth. People do all kinds of things when they don't feel good enough, or when they're insecure, and when they're unhealed. You speak to me through music. Now, I was always brought up to help, people who are down and out, to feel sorry for people, and have a lot of compassion and empathy for people. But while that's a good thing, there are limits that should be in place. There are boundaries, because after a certain point, it becomes this person needs to step up for themselves. They need to heal and change for themselves, first and foremost, before anything else. They need to figure out what they want, decide that they're worth it, and then go after that and allow it to come to them, right? Because it's about, like, if somebody's drowning in the ocean, you're guided to throw them a life jacket. Don't jump in the ocean, or don't jump into the lake or the river and try to save them, because, there's a high percentage of times that people, when you do that, they're going to pull you under and drown you too, because they're like in their freak out mode, right? They're in their fight or flight. They're in their survival mode. They're not rational. So they're flailing, and they're going to pull you under too. So that's where it comes to, at a certain point, there's only so much you can do for someone. And I just feel like this person was in a really dark place, or just has resorted to some pretty bad coping mechanisms, or just like certainly coping mechanisms that haven't served this connection. I wish I could share my good news with you, but things are turning around, starting to actually have some good news to share, starting to actually make some headway regarding being a better person, like they said. I feel you leaving me behind, and I know I messed up everything. So some of you could be leaving this person behind, or have left them behind because they messed up everything, or they feel like they have. Maybe that's the reason why they can't share good news with you like they would like to. I compensate for my abandonment issues by doing it first. I feel like if I can control you, you won't be able to hurt me, which this is all what this 5 of Swords energy is about. You know, trying to win at any cost is just trying to control the 3D. It's trying to manipulate a situation in order to feel like safe, right? But doing it in a way that ultimately undermines things. So it's actually not making anybody safer. It's actually self-sabotage. But this person was trying to control in order to, you know, not be hurt. And I'm sorry I got carried away and I couldn't help myself. Oh, this, I don't think I pulled this deck for group 2, but I will do it for you, group 3. I pulled these cards for group 1, so I'll do it for you. Your mind is just as sexy as your beauty. I love you. Whenever my phone vibrates, I hope you're the reason for it. And my life was black and white until you came in and added color. I do see that you added color to this person's life, right? You got them thinking about marriage and settling down and commitment. You got them thinking about becoming a better person, getting clarity on some of their issues, taking the time to heal, wanting to, I mean, you obviously have had conversations with this person. Some of these conversations were tough, but you put it in a way that, you know, help this person to make a decision, help this person to get off the fence. Some of you that was the case, and others of you just put it in a way that this person could receive these insights. Like you knew how to say it in a way that this person could receive your insights. They respected the way that you communicated certain things, especially things that, you know, might be considered difficult to hear, okay? Like you just get to the gist, you get to the heart of the matter, you know how to make a point. This person respects that. I don't think that they could necessarily go toe-to-toe with you in that. I think maybe they were trying to match your energy of being somebody that can like say it like it is and get to the point on some tough issues, but while still being diplomatic. Well, they got carried away and couldn't pull that off, right? And they just ended up like stepping on your toes, it looks like, or causing a fight, maybe something along those lines regarding a rift or a conflict. But they do love the way your mind works. I mean, we can see that they do want to see you again, and they do consider you a soulmate. They are becoming more open, more generous with their energy, or they're changing into that, getting clarity that that's what needs to be done, because you do make this person happy. And they definitely do still have issues that they need to heal from, and they, you know, have some fears here, and so could have a problem telling the whole truth perhaps, but then are wanting you to give them the benefit of the doubt despite that. So it's up to you if that's what you want to do or not. That's what we've got. And then I'm going to get you a song. So this is going to be a song that will sum up the energies for group 3 of how group 3's person feels about them and what they would say to group 3 if they had no filter. Now that my voice is almost gone. Oh, the sun again, ending on an extremely positive note. I can see clearly now that the rain is gone. It was for a previous group. This is 3 little birds. Every little thing gonna be all right, okay? So don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing gonna be all right. Oh, well, I gotta stop because my camera decided that it doesn't want to stay charged. Even though it's plugged in, it's acting like it's not, whatever. So anyways, this is your guys' song. So look it up, Bob Marley, 3 Little Birds. That's how your person's feeling. This is what they want to say to you. Okay, guys? Everything is going to be all right. That's what I've got for you, group 3. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this was helpful, and I'll talk to you next time.